Paul Casey, nice to catch up with you on Golfing World. Just going to hold out my hand for you.
Sorry.
On a beautiful day at St Andrews, we're on the famous 17th of the Old Course. I don't think there are many better places to play golf or many better days. How nice is this?
This is absolutely perfect, isn't it? This is, if you're going to play a practice round at the Dunhill Links, this is the one you come and play. It's probably 3 times around here and forget the other 2. I mean, any time you can play St Andrews, especially on a day like this, it's fantastic.
Well, it's absolutely fantastic to see you again. We haven't spoken to you in a while. A lot has happened since we've caught up with you. I'm going to start with the professional side to begin with, the win at the KLM. How nice was that? Your first tournament back since becoming a father and a win straight away. How nice is it every time you notch up another one of those, your 13th European Tour win this time?
Being a father 2 weeks earlier, becoming a father 2 weeks earlier, you know, preparation was nil. There was no practice. I'd been at home looking after the Lex and Pollyanna. And so I didn't know what to expect, and I think that played a massive part of that victory because the expectations were extremely low, and whatever happened, whether I was going to shoot 82 or 62, to me it didn't matter because I was going to get to go home at the end of the week and see my family,
yes,
which is a great thing. I've not had anything like that before, so it's been magical.
Maybe that's an idea for how you should prepare for every tournament.
What, have more kids?
No practice, just keep having a family. And no, it's absolutely fantastic because we look back at your last few years. Of course, you reached world number 3 back in 2009. We all know about the snowboarding accident, been grinding your way back since. We won't go on about that. The win in Ireland, of course, last year was huge for you to get back to winning ways and then to follow it up with a win again this year. I mean, what's the goal now as we approach really the end of the 2014 season?
The goal now is back in the top 50. The win in Holland got me in the 60s. Get back in the top 50, that will get me into really everything I want next year, the Masters, Open Championship. Then you can really plan your schedule easily, accordingly, with a year ahead, which is a luxury. And that would, to me, that helps me because I've been running around the planet this year. I've been playing some very good golf. I mean, since the win in Ireland, I've played some great stuff, but playing the PGA Tour and the European Tour, when you're outside the top 50, is so difficult. You've got to play a minimum on each tour. That's 15 in the US and 13 in Europe. And without the overlapping events, you know, the WGCs, the major championships.
There's a lot of golf.
It's a lot of golf. So that's
a lot of different places.
Yeah, there's still lots of goals, but top 50 is the immediate goal.
Okay, well, it's a good one to have. We're just going to try and find your work. I can't even see your caddy.
Try and find. It should be in the middle of the
There it is. Looks good. It looks very good. I can't see quite where it's finished, but you're right on line.
It's a bit bold. A bit bold. It's on the green.
So another thing I really want to talk to you about was straight off the back of the Ryder Cup. Did you watch it?
The bit I was keen to watch was Friday morning. To me, the first tee shots, the noise from the crowd on the first tee, the chants, the singing, that's, to me, that really gets the hairs on the back of my neck standing up, having done it before. I don't get nervous watching it. Whatever happens, happens. I think it's much harder if you're there, if you're sitting on the sidelines. Let's say your match is finished and you've got to watch your teammate and he's standing over a crucial putt or a shot. That's hard to watch when you're actually there.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like actually for family members and friends watching friends play. To me, that's the worst. When it's out of your control, I think we're all control freaks to some extent. And when we're not in control, that's why most of us are bad flyers, I think.
But you played 04, 06, 08, so
Yes.
you were at that Ryder Cup that the Americans won in Valhalla, of course, their first only win in the last 15 years. There's been a lot of press about that, Phil Mickelson's comments about Tom Watson's strategy. But as a member of the European team that year, what did you notice about Azinger and everything he did to secure their victory?
He was incredibly meticulous. He had a system. He stuck to his plan. He just did the right things. You know, we, as a team, we made some mistakes, but we've not talked about what happened, to the press or to the public about what we did wrong that week. And as players, Sergio was called out last week by Nick, but I backed Sergio up. He was one of my teammates that week, and we discussed it afterwards on Sunday night. It was a really tough loss for us, but I think that the lessons that we learnt from that loss that week have, you know, paid dividends if you look at the past 3 Ryder Cups. And there's now a committee that selects the European Ryder Cup captain. I was part of a committee who selected Paul McGinley as the captain. And I know the process, I know what we're thinking, what we're looking for in a captain. What I can say is McGinley did a fantastic job. And we knew he was going to be professional all the way through, and you know, I'm so happy for him, because knowing that I supported him and he delivered on what he said he could do, and he did it brilliantly. He was absolutely fantastic.
What a great choice he was. I'm not going to hold you up too much.
I've got a birdie putt. Not many times you get a birdie putt on 17.
Let's see this one out. That looks quite good. That looks... Oh! He's just missed it right. What an absolute delight. Tell me, do Polly Adam and Lex travel with you much now?
They are. This is their first event.
Is it? Fabulous. So he's
their first event. It's yeah, it's exciting actually.
We've got a whole new cheerleader. Paul Casey, an absolute delight to talk to you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck. Hope we get to see you in the top 50 at the end of the year. I'm sure we will. Another great chat with England's very own Paul Casey.